Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning into another Supatease video. And obviously, this last week of World of Warcraft has been historic in terms of capacity towards catastrophe. And in today's video, we've got even more news to cover related to World of Warcraft. A lot of really cool and exclusive stuff is coming your way that you're definitely going to want to know about. And we're going to look at some of the impacts that the last week has had now on the game moving forward that I found really interesting and intriguing. And if you want to make sure that you're staying up to date with news related to World of Warcraft, then make sure to smash that subscribe button. Your support is greatly appreciated. But let's get started. World of Warcraft is collaborating. It feels like a long time since I remember watching the original Mountain Dew commercial with the orc and the night elf in the supermarket going at each other for Mountain Dew. And they are partnering once again with energy drinks and Doritos and Mountain Dew, the classic gamer fuel. And this partnership and this collaboration is going to lead to some of the most epic in-game rewards that I have seen. In particular, one of them being a mount that I absolutely need to get. Like, I have to get it. So it looks like there are going to be basically two pets, a thrill bot and a chill bot. The bot wrangler's violet apron, which is a tabard, the bot wrangler's crimson apron, the hate forged blaze cycle, and the little Ragnaros pet. Not super excited about the little Ragnaros pet. I feel like he's kind of bait, but I think the way that this is ultimately going to work, oh my god, wait a second, look at this. Like, this thing is just, oh, it reminds me when they did the motorcycle collaboration and we got the Alliance and the Horde motorcycles next to each other. I got to drag this onto the screen a little bit so you can see it. Like, oh my god, look at this thing. I need to know what this thing looks like in game. Like, I absolutely need to know. I have to have it. I have to have it. So unfortunately, that probably means that I'm buying some Mountain Dew and stuff here. So for the full rewards description, beginning on November 4th through January 31st, 2025, so a long period of time, multiple months, gamers in the United States. Wait, only the United States? Canada? Hello? Canada would like a word with you. We are your hat, and we would appreciate some respect. Is this only in the United States? Because I'm about to get very mad. Canadians don't usually get very mad. They say I'm sorry for getting mad, but I'm not going to say I'm sorry if I can't get this mount. Can purchase specially marked Mountain Dew Rockstar Energy Drink and Doritos products and submit on-pack codes at DoritosDewRockstar.com for points. Those points can be accumulated with multiple purchases and redeemed for epic gaming rewards, such as Xbox hardware, game codes from Xbox titles, including Avowed, exclusive Xbox Plus Mountain Dew gear, and these in-game content items. I hope they've got a way of like protecting the codes, because otherwise I think a lot of Doritos is about to be vandalized at Walmart or something like that. So in Diablo 4, you can get a bunch of stuff as well. I'm not particularly interested in anything other than what's related to World of Warcraft, the same items that we just covered for World of Warcraft, some stuff for Madden NFL, and apparently Elder Scrolls Online. But wait, there is more. So it looks like they're doing like themed flavors of this stuff. I'm not going to lie, personally, I would probably buy this stuff, take the code, and then hopefully be able to like donate it to Goodwill or a food bank. I'm hoping that like the code isn't inside of the can or something, so I have to like open the can because I don't really want to drink it. I mean, I'm sure these things have copious amounts of calorie. I guess maybe there's a diet option. Maybe I could get the diet option or something like that. There's literally only one diet option, it looks like, on the list, because a lot of this stuff is going to be insanely high calorie. And for any of you that don't know me for a while, I used to be like 300 pounds plus. I was definitely very big, and I do not want to get very big again. So I'm very concerned that a lot of this stuff, if I can't open the code, what am I even saying? It's only in the United States. I mean, this might not even, I might have to import some food just to get a mount. Can I do that? Can I like Amazon and like mail a bag of Doritos to myself, buy like 30 bags of Doritos? And I hope that I can do that. I hope that I can do that because I need to get this mount. I need to get this mount. Otherwise, I don't know what's going on. Or if people are going to be selling these point codes or something. Oh, God, man. The rich get richer, bro. The U.S. is getting richer. We're all just going to be begging for these codes to get points to buy these mounts. So I'm a little bit upset that it's only available in the U.S. If it was in Canada, I'd be a little happier, obviously. now I got really excited and now I'm mad. So let's move on to the next thing that's likely going to make some more people mad. Okay, the flying Spectral Tiger. Yeah, you heard that. Those were those words that I just said, and they were pretty impressive. The flying Spectral Tiger. So if you guys don't know, China was recently reintroduced through NetEase back into Blizzard Entertainment so that they can sell World of Warcraft there again. And they introduced Wrath of the Lich King Classic. They didn't get that. And they're getting Hardcore. I think they're getting Sawed as well recently. But with Wrath of the Lich King Classic, they're also selling, you thought the Brutosaur was expensive, the $90 amount. This thing is $265. It is a Spectral Tiger that flies. I don't think there's any new addition to it. It's just a flying Spectral Tiger, and I think it's usable in all the different versions. I think they gave a base Spectral Tiger back to players for resubscribing as like an apology for losing the contract at the time, and players losing access to their accounts. But now they're selling a flying version of it for $265. And I guess if you go get that bread, get that bag, I guess go get that bag. But that just seems like a ridiculous number to put on a mount that already exists, and these guys probably already have it because they got it as the apology mount. It's just now it gets to fly. You pay $265 and now it gets to fly, and people are probably going to buy it because it's going to be a crazy status flex, right? For a lot of people riding around on mounts, it's all about flexing what's the most rare or impressive mount that you have, and a $265 mount is definitely going to flex that. I mean, when the Brutosaur came out, I saw people making, they called it parades for poor people, where people were riding on the mammoth mount in between a conga line between the Brutosaurs on each side, watching them in shame or something. So obviously this will work, or they think it will work. And we've seen other, pretty ridiculous high price points on things from Riot Games as well, with the Ari skin. I think it was $500 Faker skin or something like that. So these gaming companies are getting pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? High levels of audacity. Audacious? I think audacious is a word. Hopefully I didn't make it up. If I did, it should become a word because it seems pretty impressive. But yeah, there's a $265 flying mount. Blizzard in Q4 right now, they are printing yachts, okay? You guys are buying flying Spectral Tigers, they're buying yachts, okay? This is a crazy number, crazy number. And Warcraft 3 is getting some news. This was my all-time favorite game from Blizzard Entertainment. This is what got me into Blizzard games in the first place, was the story of Warcraft 3 and the Frozen Throne with Arthas. So I was excited to see what's going on with relaunch, and I think it's mostly that they are introducing some rewards, possibly with cross-collaboration. We already knew about these crests that I think are coming in next month with the trading post, where you can get the Lordaeron crest to go on your back, an Orc crest to go on your back, a Night Elf crest, and a Scourge quest related to the main races available and campaign options available in Warcraft 3, which I'm getting all of these, by the way, when this comes out. I'm making sure that I can. But there are mount changes from the trading posts that are very interesting. We data mined a couple of new Horde Nightsabers and Alliance Wolf mounts. These mounts originally featured the trading post tag. However, during the final 11.0.5 PTR build, Blizzard changed 2 of these mounts to have promotion as their source. This could mean they will be rewarded in some cross promotion. So I don't know if you can get Warcraft 3 Reforged still, but I kind of want to get the Meat Wagon. It's a mount that you got, and I don't remember if it's a pre-order. I hope that you can still get the Meat Wagon, because if I have to get Warcraft 3 to get this mount, and I get the Meat Wagon, I'd probably do it. But if I can't get the Meat Wagon, I'd probably be upset about it. But we can get a Black Warsaber, Kaldari Warwolf that looks like it's likely going to be some part of a cross-collaboration, as well as there are more anniversary mounts. There are Chaos Forged mounts, a reference to the Reign of Chaos. So it doesn't have any visuals for it here, but we've got Chaos Forged Griffin, Windrider, Dreadwing, and Hippogriff, again, featured from Undead, Orc, Human, and Night Elf, still following along with those Warcraft themes. And it looks like this is for Cataclysm. Features 8 mounts, 4 for the War Within and 4 for Cataclysm. So you're going to get kind of a split between these stuff. And this is in the 30th anniversary bundle, which I don't know if it's available yet, but this is more stuff, I guess, more mounts that you can buy from the store specifically. Curious to see what this looks like if they just added a chaos glow. They do a void glow on some mounts and some creatures like that. They probably just did a chaos glow. I wonder how many animations are going to be based into this, or it's going to be pretty baseline. Along with that, and it looks like there might be some potential updates as well for Warcraft 3 Reforged, moving into this update for them with the 30th anniversary event. Obviously, they wanted to include Warcraft 3 along with it, as they show some screenshots alongside it. And I just wanted to take a funny look at some of the impacts that the Brutosaur mount had on the economy. So obviously, this is a $90 mount. Everybody's freaking out. It's a $90 mount. I'd like to remind y'all some other stuff is going on in the other parts of the world. It's $265. But the $90 mount had a hilarious spike, and I should have have got in on it, bro. This is when you buy low, you sell high, because like I thought this spike would last a little longer, and I have a couple days, because obviously, you know, getting enchants and embellishments for your gear and your characters is really expensive. And this WoW token literally, like, look at this spike, man. Like, this is like the crypto craze. If you got in and you sold high, like, you made a ton of gold. This thing like jumped up above 500,000 gold seemingly overnight in like a day or 2 day span, because everybody was spam buying it to buy the Brutosaur mount with WoW tokens instead, to the point where it starved the market. I don't think there were any WoW tokens on the auction house at one point for this, but then it immediately spiked back down. But it looks like it's coming back up on the up, so I might have to look into buying that specifically. So if you're thinking about buying a WoW token and thinking about trying to get some gold out of this to be able to like fund your account basically moving forward, here's that parade I was talking about that they were doing in Dorn or Gaul. But yeah, I think now is probably the time. And ironically enough, the Brutosaur mount is actually cheaper this time around. A $90 mount is cheaper than if you bought the original Brutosaur back in BFA, because it would have been like, I don't know, $200 plus with WoW tokens if you bought it with WoW tokens at that time, and you bought the WoW tokens directly with cash. So it's funny that this is actually a cheaper, better version of the Brutosaur specifically. But that's pretty much it for the roundup. I just wanted to run you guys through some interesting points, some interesting rewards that are coming through, and obviously some interesting stuff to get upset about, because some of it's only available in the United States for some reason. Okay, other than that, thank you very much for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.